Adam Silver needs to put Joel Embiid behind bars. Joel Embiid is one of the most dominating, if not the most dominating basketball player in the world right now. He is also one of the biggest basketball personalities in the world. And when there are always eyes on you, controversy just tends to follow. But I do want to be very clear here. Joel Embiid has built himself his own reputation as a dirty player in this league through countless plays over the years. But in Thursday night's Game 3 victory over the Knicks, Joel Embiid was not his usual self. On the same night that he set a new playoff career high and absolutely willed his team to a victory in a must-win situation, his performance was tarnished by the fact that his behavior was completely unhinged for most of the first half. In this game, there were 3 separate instances that could have and probably should have been called flagrant fouls on Joel Embiid. Let's start with the big one. This one came with about 4.5 minutes remaining in the first quarter and probably should have resulted with Joel Embiid being ejected from this game. It's quite obvious that this is not a basketball play. Grabbing a guy's legs from the seat of your pants while that guy is off the ground is a dangerous play. And it looks like you're trying to intentionally hurt him. Whether or not that was Embiid's intention is pretty much besides the point. This is an unacceptable thing to do on a basketball court, whether you're playing in your local park or on the biggest stage in the world. Embiid should have been ejected after this play. This is another clear flagrant foul as Joel Embiid kicks Mitchell Robinson in the groin on his jumper. Joel kicks his leg out for balance, and for most of this motion, it does look natural, but by the time we freeze it right here, Joel's foot is probably 2 feet off the ground at this point, and there's no longer an argument for this being his natural shooting motion because nobody's foot comes 2.5 feet off the ground each time they release the ball. The only reason for Embiid's foot to be that far off the ground is because that's where Robinson's groin happens to be located on this play. This last one is certainly less clear-cut and probably the least harsh of the 3 plays here, but this moment happened right before the Mitchell Robinson takedown early in the first quarter, just about 5 to 6 minutes into the game. And although it looks a little dirty with Embiid's right knee, it's probably not enough to justify a flagrant here, more so just a basketball swim move sort of play. Here's what Isaiah Hartenstein had to say about the play after the game.
When he need you, what was your take on that play?
I mean, it was more, there was like something in his like knee brace or something that was like sharp. That was mostly, I don't really think he did anything crazy flagrant. It was just something that was in his knee brace that was kind of chipped me. But at the end of the day, I don't think it was that serious.
Whether or not you think one of these plays met the criteria to be a flagrant foul or all 3 of them should have been called, one thing is for sure, the NBA has set a precedent where they look at a player's history to determine their punishment. All I'm saying is that the way that they handled Draymond Green should be the way they handle Joel Embiid and any other player who has a history of making dirty plays on the court. If you enjoyed this video, I'd appreciate you sharing it with someone else who loves basketball just as much as you. Please subscribe to the YouTube channel. It would really help out. And follow me on Instagram as well. There are links in the description to the podcast and the Instagram.